Okay.
I got positive feet.
Now we're going to be talking about where does the Nazarite vow comes from. The word is Nazir. N-A-Z-I-R. And there are 4 letters that make this word. A nun, zayin, yod, and a resh. Okay? The root word for Nazir is the word Nazar. N-A-Z-A-R.
Nazar, like the name, last name. There's a lot of Nazars in this town.
Yeah.
N-A-Z-A-R.
Probably.
Now, the word Nazir is setting yourself apart to serve God. That's a Nazir. Setting yourself
Oh, so the
apart.
Zar is in the Zora, like the seed, and then the Yod, right?
Hold on.
Maybe? Oh, man. I just
Setting
saw
yourself apart to serve God. Okay? Now, put the word Nazar in the bottom. N-A-Z-A-R in the middle of the board. N-A-Z-A-R. And that word is made by 3 letters. Nun, Zayin, Resh. We dropped the Yod.
that. Yeah.
This word Nazar means separate, consecrate for God's service. Consecrate for God's service. Service.
Basically, Kaddish or Kadosh.
Basically.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay, now watch this.
But they're all related.
The word Nazir, go over here to the right, to the left, put the word Nazir. And then over here, put the word again, Nazareth, N-A-Z-A-R, I-T-E, as you put up front. These 2 words are not to be confused with Nazarene.
Correct.
Okay?
They do not equal Nazareth.
They not evil. They don't even go there. That's it.
This Nazarene is a Netzarene, right? With
Yes.
With the Saudi Resh?
Yes.
Yes.
Now,
You hear it?
there is a prophecy. There is a prophecy, and I want you to put the word Netzer on the bottom. N-E-T-Z-E-R. No, N-E-T-Z-E-R. So you have now a noon,
Saudi.
no, it's Saudi.
Saudi.
Saudi, and a Resh. What's in it
No,
said?
wrong letter.
Yeah, that's the one.
Zadi.
That's a Zayin,
No, the second letter.
the second one.
It's the man praying.
The man praying, yeah. Netzer.
There you go.
Can I ask you a question before we go there? Okay, so the Saudi Resh, Sarah, it's always in the negative, like Sara'at. Now we have the noon, which is kind of a future tense, which takes you into a future, something's bad gonna happen.
No, something positive is going to happen.
Okay, so why does that Saudi Resh become a positive all of a sudden?
Well, let's
Because of the noon?
see. Yes.
Ooh. Hey Beth, on the bottom of the noon, make it the same size as the top of the noon.
Okay. Go to Isaiah.
It's the same size.
No, the bottom is long and the top is
Yeah,
short.
the bottom is long.
Yeah, but
that's what
the
she
bottom line.
It's too long.
The bottom line, just cut it a little bit too short. There you
Yeah,
go.
the top line, all your noons are really, they look strange.
Yeah, we understand.
Isaiah, okay?
Isaiah 11:1.
He's trying to help you do
I'm not saying anything. I mean, I could have told you to go do it. And none of us would have been able to read it, you know?
That's what Sonia would do.
I've seen his handwriting.
Okay.
Isaiah 11:1.
Isaiah 11:1. Kenneth's going to read.
But a branch will emerge from the trunk of Uzziah, a shoot will grow from his roots.
Continue.
The spirit of Adonai will rest on him, the spirit of wisdom and understanding, the spirit of counsel and power, the spirit of knowledge and fearing Adonai.
Verse 3.
He will be inspired by fearing Adonai. He will not judge by what his eyes see or decide by what his ears hear.
Verse 4.
But he will judge the impoverished justly. He will decide fairly for the humble of the land. He will strike the land with a rod from his mouth and slay the wicked with a breath from his lips.
Okay. Now, Matiyahu. Matiyahu.
Maddie.
Yep.
No, it was originally written in Hebrew.
Mm-hmm.
Matthew.
Matthew
Originally
2:23.
written to-
Linda, we haven't read tonight.
Originally
Would you like to
written.
read that first
Yeah.
verse? No, you don't want to read?
Yeah.
Are you shy?
Matthew,
You
what?
got the book?
I'm sorry.
2:23.
Matiyahu.
2:23.
2:23?
Chapter 2, verse 23. Lara, go ahead.
Matthew 2:23. Okay. And he went and lived in a city called Nazareth to fulfill what was spoken through the prophets, that Yeshua shall be called a Nazarene. Nazarite.
That's right.
Nazarene.
Okay. I want you to come to the board over here, Mijan. I want you to put the word branch, and then put the word branch, and then the word town. Two separate words, branch and then town.
Branch and pound?
Two words, town.
City. Town.
Town. Ear?
Oh, our marker went out?
Let me see if I can.
Oh, we're writing too much.
You can't write too much. No.
You wore out?
Is your hand tired?
No, the marker
No,
just
no.
No.
No, not that. It's not for the board. There should be another one right there.
No?
Is that black or is it green?
I might have a black one in my hand. Huh? Yeah, I have a black erasable.
Nope.
Yeah, he writes all over his windshield because he thinks it's foul or something.
Yeah,
Daniel, do you
I think I do. I think I do.
He takes notes on his
I
windshield.
do.
Yeah, it's scary when he says drive a truck because you're like, can
I got a space this big to drive.
Yeah, say flight maintenance, this airplane, and you're like, what is this guy?
It's like his to-go thing is his window. Windshield.
Get some last week.
Mm-hmm.
I've never noticed. As much as I've seen him, I've never noticed.
Well, unless you rode with him and him trying to read his notes while he's driving, you won't know. Oh, I did that.
That's why he's always like, are you ignoring me? And I go, I don't know, you just ramble on and write stuff, and I just like,
So has he
Sneha and the
writing?
separate?
yeah, he'll be
It's
like,
a
oh yeah, I got it.
S-P,
And you'll be like,
S-E-P-A R-A-T-E.
that's why I told him, when I'm driving, you know this song.
No, that's fine. I just, I said, okay.
That's his pilot thing.
Looking kind
Yeah,
of funny.
because he'll be like,
But you're doing good. Very good.
Yeah, 15.
Got it.
Fell out of the air, that's like 3,000 feet. It's too fucking low.
I didn't.
And we're thinking, well, this is it.
So what was the word again? I'm sorry.
Branch. And then the word town.
Wow.
I always
can
tell
see
people
that.
Equals
He's different.
he's a different flavor.
Nazareth. Netzer. Netzeret. Okay, let's go to Torah. Bat mivar.
Numbers.
Sonny, you've been very quiet back there. Ready? You got your glasses?
Numbers. No wonder.
You got your Tanakh?
No, I don't have it.
So where's your
But I don't have it.
Okay.
The books in the Target.
Mark, why don't you read chapter 6, verses 3 through 5.
He shall separate himself from the wine and strong drink, and he shall drink no vinegar of wine or vinegar of strong drink, neither shall he drink any liquor of grapes, nor eat moist grapes or dry. All the days of his separation he shall eat nothing that is made of the vine tree, from the kernels even to the husk. All the days of the vow of his separation there shall be no razor come upon his head until the days be fulfilled, in the which he separated himself unto the Lord. He shall be holy, and shall let the locks of hair of his head grow.
When you guys were out to break, Scotty made a very good illustration of Samson's hair. Yes, he did. Would you like to elaborate on the locks and how? I want you to pay close attention here.
So his hair wasn't just free flowing hair. The Torah actually says, or Judges actually says, that it was divided into 7 locks. So I don't want to say he had dreadlocks, but he had it shaped in some way to where it was well groomed into 7 locks. So you see the movies with his hair all stick. No. He had 7 locks, and when he was betrayed, she didn't shave his head, she just cut his locks.
So menorah-ish.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, 7 locks.
oh.
Interesting,
7 days of
huh?
creation, the day of rest.
Yeah. Better sheet 1-1.
Yeah, and so you also have the covenant. Covenant is always based on the number 7. So this was the final straw, the final thing he did that broke the covenant. It was the last thing. We think that it was that he had his hair cut and that's why he lost his strength. No, he systematically broke the covenant. Yeah, he drank from the grapes, he touched dead animals, he led others to eating non-kosher food. I mean, he did a bunch of stuff. He just systematically broke it. That was the last straw.
It was a collection of failures, and we are no strangers to failures. Let's go to the Brit HaKadasha, 1 Peter. First Peter 1:15. Shannon, go ahead.
On the contrary, following the Holy One who called you, become holy yourselves in your entire way of life.
Entire way of life, meaning in your way, a manner of conversation. You got that? Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
What verse was that again? I'm sorry.
15. 1 Peter 1:15.
First Peter 1:15.
Basically, no lashon hara, right?
Well, not only lashon hora, but it says you have to speak the truth
Exactly.
continuously.
That's right.
Okay. You remember the word emet we studied last week?
Exactly.
Okay.
Top.
Alamentav, right? First two letters from right to left is what?
Mother.
And then from left to right, the two letters is what?
What? Death.
Death. It's telling you that from your birth to your death, you're supposed to speak nothing but the truth.
That's right.
Nowadays, most of us, we don't. Anybody here sins?
Yes.
Yeah.
Am I the only one?
No.
Hold on.
You got one foot on the ground, Dan.
I'm grounded, brother. It's called a positive
That's for
ground.
kinks.
You know. Okay. So you got
I know, I know.
three phases. You know,
I get it.
120 degrees, 120 degrees, another 120 degrees, and a ground. You gotta have a ground. Come on, man. You know your stuff.
Yeah, I'm messing with you.
It's not that hard.
Go to Isaiah.
I didn't have enough butt space to get all four up. Okay.
Isaiah.
Yes, she
If this is a prophecy of the Mashiach, Natzer, Isaiah 9:6, it's a scripture that's been very
Oh God, you're gonna bring up that mem in the middle?
it's very controversial, but here it goes. Rabbi, would you like to read it from the scripture? Isaiah 9:6.
9:6. For a child is born unto us, a son is given unto us, and the rule is on his shoulder, and his name is called Wonder, Counselor, Strong, El, Father of Continuity, Prince of Peace.
Okay, I'm gonna end with this next version so I can give Scotty an opportunity to teach. I want us to go back to Judges chapter 13. And very careful. Start reading in Judges 13, starting in verse 7.
Isn't Le Marbe in this verse, Rabbi?
I'm sorry?
Le Marbe, where they have the mem in the middle, the only time you ever see that?
I believe so.
13:7.
Yes.
Go ahead.
13:7. And he said to me, See, you are conceiving and bearing a son, and now drink no wine or strong drink, nor eat any unclean food, for the youth is a Nazarite to Elohim, from the womb to the day of his death.
Okay? Say that part, right? Get it? Verse 8.
I lost it.
You lost it. Okay, Scotty, verse 8.
13:8.
13:8.
Oh, no, I know the 15.
And Manuel prayed to Yohevahe and said, O Yohevahe, please let the man of Elohim whom you sent come to us again and teach us what to do for the youth who is to be born.
Irma, verse 9.
God heeded the call of Manoah, and the angel of God came again to the woman when she was sitting in the field. But Manoah, her husband, was not with her.
Okay, verse 10. Okay, go ahead.
And the woman made haste and ran and showed her husband and said unto him, Behold, the man hath appeared unto me that came unto me the other day.
Robert, verse 11.
And Manoah arose and went after his wife, and came to the man, and said unto him, Art thou the man that speakest unto the woman? And he said, I am.
He says, I am, right? Okay, erase all that for me. And while she's erasing that, we're going to continue reading. You read verse
11.
11. Okay,
Can you keep going?
yeah, read verse 12 for us.
And Manoah said,
Now let thy words come to pass. How shall we order the child, and how shall we do unto him? And the angel of the Lord said unto Manoah, of all that I said unto the woman, let her beware.
Beware, right? Daniel, verse 14.
Sorry, I'm not there. Right?
Okay.
Let me borrow your book.
14?
14.
Yeah, 14.
Stand by. She may not eat anything that cometh of the vine, neither let her drink wine or strong drink, nor eat any unclean thing. All that I commanded her, let her observe. 15 too.
No, that's it right there. So what's the angel of the Lord telling him right now? The same thing that was told prior, right? Mm-hmm. These are the three requisitions, right? Okay, Scotty, next verse.
16?
15.
And Manoah said to the messenger of Yehovah, please let us detain you and prepare a young goat for you.
Verse 16. Here comes the kicker right here. Pay attention to this.
And the messenger of Yehovah said to Manoah, though you detain me, I do not eat your food, but if you offer an ascending offering, offer it to Yehovah, for Manoah did not know he was a messenger of Yehovah.
It was the angel of the Lord, right? That's what it says?
Yeah, angel.
Okay. Sonia, you want to read the next verses for us?
17.
Yes, ma'am.
And said Manoah to the angel of Yehovah, who is your name, that when come to pass your word, and we may honor you.
Stop right there.
18.
Read that part again. And Manoah said unto the angel of the Lord, what do you say?
What is your name?
What is your name, right?
That when come to pass your
Why
words,
did he want to know his name? Have you ever asked that question to yourselves? Okay. All right, Sonia, keep on reading.
and said to him the angel of Yehovah, why is this, do you ask my name? And seeing it is wonderful.
It is wonderful. Put the word Pele, babe. P-I-L-E-E. L-E-E. P-I-L-E-E. It's not Pele, the soccer player. Okay?
Oh,
Mine says hidden.
Rabbi,
Yes.
I was playing with ballet, and you said God is playful, right?
Right.
Move that F into a P.
Right. What did you say? Pele, all right? In Hebrew. Put the letter in Hebrew. Hey.
Oh, I had so much fun with that one day.
Yes. Lamet. Aleph. Yod. This word means wonderful. Now, besides wonderful, it means beyond understanding. You with this, Scotty? I'm almost done. Give me 10 minutes and then you're on. Is Jan still on?
Yeah.
Is you getting this? Beyond understanding. The word also means secret.
That's all right.
You ready for this? The last one. Too wonderful to comprehend. Yes?
Is that Adonai? God?
His name.
His name? Wonderful. Beyond words.
It means all of those things. But it's talking about his name.
Oh, his name.
Now, we just read Isaiah 9:6, right? Wonderful Counselor, Mighty Prince, blah, 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 right? Okay. I'm going to end with this because this is going to be so much fun. and I want Scotty to elaborate. Bereshit 1:1. Just put Genesis 1:1. And we can put the word Bereshit there as well, Miha, in Hebrew, okay? Gonna put a bet. Put a bet. Right there. Put more to the left.
To your right.
To your right. Your right. Okay, right. Okay, go. Put Bereshit. Put bet. Resh. Aleph. Shin. Yod. And Tav. Okay?
No,
with
that's right.
You
It's
with
got
me?
the foot on it.
Okay. Below that, mijita, I want you to put the word Aleph and spell it out. A-L-E-P-H. And the word Aleph, in Hebrew, it's the letter Aleph, the Lamed. And remember the pay that we wrote, mate? Okay, make it big, and then get the red marker, and I want you to put the letter in the red marker in the middle of that letter. See, Mr. Daniel Ibanez can see this. He's gonna see Peli. He's gonna say Pele. Pele. Here we go.
Oh, I can see it.
Don't get excited, man.
You see it? It's written backwards. No.
Oh, and remember how we told you to put it up? Remember how we told you?
Oh, I see what you're doing.
You don't
He's
see it?
putting the pay on top of
Okay.
over the bet.
Remember how we put the
Is that
bet?
what you're saying?
No. Do it the way it was. Put the bet
Well, I'm looking at it.
in the
It's
center.
backwards. All of it is backwards. Just look at it. The letters are just backwards. Olive, Lamed, Pay. Pay, Lamed.
Aleph, Lamed.
Hey,
Where is it backwards? In the first three letters of Bereshit?
Yeah. No, in olive.
there you go, like that.
Yeah, no, I know about that. Yeah, Aleph and Filet, yeah.
Okay. Bereshit 1:1. What does it start? Bereshit bara Elohim echad shamayim becha eretz. Right?
Right.
A pei is a mouth.
Right.
Mouth. Okay? So if we were to put the olive in front of Bereshit, by the mouth of God, He spoke creation.
Correct.
Correct?
Correct.
All right. Why is this so important to what I'm talking about? If we were to break down, the olive is the strength of God. The lamed is the shepherd's staff, right? And the pei is the mouth, right? So the mouth of God is the one who is activating all of God's creation.
Sure.
That's why it is hidden in the letter pei, the bet. Yet when we do Bereshit and you put the bet, put a big bet in the center, or there's a big bet. Yeah, big one. All the rest of the letters are going to come into the house,
Yep.
because the bet is a house.
Yep.
Everything's going to come into the house. Okay? So if I was to put Bereshit, the Resh is the firstborn, or the head. So the head of the firstborn is going to have to leave his house.
Yep.
Oh.
A Rosh. And even the word there is Rosh. You got
Right,
Rosh
it's
right
Rosh.
there.
It's Rosh.
Rosh.
Okay.
The
So
beginning.
we'll leave this for when we study Genesis in the next couple of months, because and no, I ain't gonna give it. No, you're gonna wait.
Oh, come on.
No, you're gonna wait.
Oh, no. I'll fix that real quick.
No, you
Not
won't.
now.
No, you won't.
No, not here, not today. She has to wait. I agree with you.
And the reason being is because in those letters, how many letters are they in Bereshit? 6 letters, no?
Yep.
In those 6 letters is the creation of humanity.
Everything.
Everything is there
from the
in a
beginning.
nutshell.
Right there.
People have asked me, why is Hebrew so difficult for me to understand? It's not difficult. If you really want to go to the nitty gritty and learn from it, you will find. I'm going to end with this prophecy. The prophecy is in Isaiah 46. Isaiah 46. Starting in verse 9, he says, "Remember the former things of old, beginning, for I am God and there is none else. I am God and there is none like me, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand and I will do all my pleasure." That's a prophecy that's going to be printed out in Bereshit. All of us are going to be in there. That's why this festival that we're going to be celebrating Rosh Hashanah in 3 weeks from now, the blowing of the trumpet, that's where all of us are going to go before the judges. And the judges are going to tell you, you have 10 days to make things right before you and God. Right now, we're supposed to make things right between us and our fellow man. He gave us 30 days to make things right between us and man. Because in Rosh Hashanah, when the books are going to be sealed in Yom Kippur, we have 10 days to make things right with God. And that's the festival with which people don't say, why don't I have to? I want to bathe. You can't bathe. No leather shoes or belts, no rings, no eardrop, no earrings, no lotion, no perfume, nada.
No bath.
No bath. And you're supposed to fast for 25 hours.
That's right.
And we wear white clothes. And that's the only time where we do the Shema, where we read the second line out loud. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. During the year, we read that line very low, as long as you hear yourself. Why? Because during Yom Kippur, we resemble being Malachim, angels. And that's something that you need to understand, that this festival of Yom Kippur, people don't, it's so long and so tedious. Those are the prayers. Those are the prayers that we're supposed to do. And we're supposed to be in love with our God, with our Creator. And sometimes we don't acknowledge Him. I'm going to end with this. Beautiful sister in the Lord who is no longer here with us, in a Bible study, there was like maybe 30 of us that night, and she slammed her hands on the table, and she said this: "You always praise the gift, but you never take the time to praise the giver of the gift." Let's start acknowledging the giver of the gift, because without him, we wouldn't have a gift. And it was very true. She was the only child. Her parents were Holocaust survivors. She was the only child. She was tough. Her name was Hadassah. Esther.
Albuquerque?
Albuquerque. And she would say to me, she said, "The Lord brought me here for a purpose." And I said, "Okay." And she and I buck heads many a time. Many a times. And towards the end, she says, now I know why I'm here and why I was sent to be here with you. When we wrote the letter Tav, the building where we were in had a big cross in the center of the sanctuary. She said, cover that. I can't, it's not my house. But when I taught on Bereshit and the letter Tav, she broke down and cried, the Lord touched her. Beautiful. She repented. And something you need to understand that when we are in a situation, we are placed there by God's will and God's mercy. Not that we want to be there, but God has a purpose. And when you fulfill that purpose, God's going to bless you. And God's going to honor you. I'm going to end tonight, and there's more. There's 3 more parts to this study. Maybe in the future we'll start doing it, because I'm going to start getting ready for Rosh Hashanah. Why do we eat apples on Rosh Hashanah? What's the significance of the apple?
Eve, kidding.
Why are the halas round? Okay? All this pans out. There has a meaning, a spiritual meaning to us. Okay? So I'm going to end. I'm going to pass the baton over to Scott, and he's going to take us from here. So,
Okay.
okay. Daniel, you're going to turn the camera to Scotty?
No, because I'm gonna go use the restroom. You got my notes.
Let me just add one more thing. So, filet, now just say it in English, P-L-A-Y.
Play.
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 Play. God is playful. And tell me all those things don't fit into our play. We need to be playing. God has taught us to play. We should play. Adios.